didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
That's what I do. Fair.
Now Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Alert. Alert 3. Watch Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Hey, alert. What you got, Heavy?
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Hey, switch gears. Cut.
The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Good job right there. 14.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Alert.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Well, that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. He got 29 yards that time. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help, because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk 1st down. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We're scoreless after 1. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
Check. Watch safety creep.
Now it's Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated and turning it into points on their side. So now you get a team working together, and you get the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Check right.
And some space here.
Oh, come on, juke him.
Finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess, making a nice play defensively. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Watch the slant.
On 3rd down, Peyton. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Go. 280. 54.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now Wilson on first down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Go. 52's the mic, boy. 52. They're not ready for this, man.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Open man is Higgins. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check. Hey. 58, boy, 58. Truck. I'm coming after you. 58, right over there. Go.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Cut. 380. Cut. Well. 58, Mike, 58. 6 man. Check curls. One left. 58, the Mike.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That is caught at the 7. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. As his guys are in for 6. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Returnable for Lockett. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Hey, zero.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, Carson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Mike 58 right there. Record. Check nickel. Move the team. Order. Get the edge. Come.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another
Check,
Seahawks first down.
52 to Mike.
Got it.
Under crunch. He's coming. Double up. That's it. Double up. Check 3.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Akeem Hicks, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. This is Carson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on a bus. Kill, kill, kill. Check 50, check 50. Look for signal.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 25 yards that time. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Tackles. Alert. Hey, 0. 58 to Mike. Good guys, 4 down. Watch the fly. Motion, pop.
From the gun, Wilson. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down.
Check your hot read. Bang. Look for signal. Kill.
And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down.
Check. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Let's go double count right here. Double count. Kill. Off. 58 the mic. 58 the mic. Hey, watch the slant. Check 50. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Right left. Good touch.
To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27. They'll try the left side. Peyton. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Room here to run. the 40, past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 63 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, pick up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Let's go. Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
58 to Mike. Rip left. Gun. 58 to Mike. Come up the ball. 58, boys. 58. 58 to Mike.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. Looking right sideline. That's complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And 58 is the mic. Boy, 58 is the mic. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off. 58 the mic.
On first down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Slam. Check 24.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Check 50. Here we go. Watch that.
On second down, it's Carson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Watch the run. 58's the mic. Let's go.
Now Wilson on third down. Flush to his right.
Dude, what the fuck?
Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, echo. Bring it.
On second and 11 now. Wentz.
Damn.
His throw incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On third down, Peyton. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Go, go. Give me that ball, defense. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
And they take a knee. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Mike 58, right there. I'll go special. I'll go special.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
And 58 is the mic. Go 50. Good job right there. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 58 for Mike. 58. I'm here all day. Cut. Bang out. Bang out. Bam, bam. Cut.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Let's go.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Sunday.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Exit, exit.
Wentz going to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Sponge, sponge. Hey, easy, easy. Touch, 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 touch. Alert, 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 alert.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
All go special. All go special.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the...
Is because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
Ladies and gentlemen,